Alright, what is up, guys? Noodle here. Thought I would bring to you guys a Generation 2 random battle. It was part of a tournament that I made it to the very final match of and lost because I forgot that I was asleep and therefore I forgot to use sleep talk. I used a regular move while I was still asleep, forgetting I was asleep and I was supposed to use sleep talk. And gosh, I was so upset at myself for making such a stupid mistake. But I was overthinking and blah blah blah. But anyway, this was awesome. This was not the final match of the tournament. It was actually the first match in the tournament. It was actually really awesome. Nearly 100 turns in this match, so I thought it would be cool to bring it to you guys and do some commentary on it. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to probably switch between really slow and slow, just in case my commentary is a little long winded on certain plays. I got to work on that. Let me hit switch sides before I forget to do that. I am Spirit 92 with the Tower Tycoon avatar, uh, playing against SigHighGamers. Thank you for the awesome match, SigHighGamers. Let's hit play. All right. Let's turn the music off. Okay. Okay. His team starts off with Entei. Mine starts off with Pinsir. That's an obvious bad disadvantage for me. He could one hit KO me, so I switch into my wall, my cargo, to take in whatever he's got. He knows I'm switching in, so he uses the opportunity to set up a sunny day. So instead of taking in the slide, he switches into Nidoqueen to take in the predicted rock slide and recovers with some leftovers. I switch into Charizard to take in the Earthquake to resist, well, to neutralize the Earthquake because it doesn't affect flying types because I knew he was gonna go for Earthquake because there's no Earth power in this gen, just Earthquake. So and that would have been 4 times super effective, basically one hit KO. Although it's Macargo, super high special, super high defense, so maybe just maybe he might have survived. But anyway, next turn, I decided to go for a risky move instead of belly drum. I'm not sure what he's gonna go for, and I thank goodness I survived the thunder attack. I forget that Nidoqueen and Nidoking can learn those random moves, Thunder and Fire Blast. Which it never really made sense to me as to why they can learn those moves. I really never understood that, but anyway, it makes them versatile. Thankfully, I survived the thunder attack. I got the paralysis, but recover with the miracle berry. Now my attack is maxed out, so I go for Earthquake. He decides to stay in because maybe he's not sure what move I was going to go for. He goes into Entei, and Entei is faster than Charizard, unfortunately. So my belly drum did not see its full potential. I probably should have waited on that strategy, but we are nonetheless evenly matched now, 1-1 or 5-5, however you look at it. So he goes into Entei. Um, wait, yeah. So I bring him a cargo, and then he switches into Seeking, and then I can't take a 4 times effective Surf attack, so I go into Sunflora to resist the Surf attack because I know he's going to go for Surf. So I go into Sunflora to take that in, and then I go for a Giga Drain, I believe. Or no, I go for Growth because I know he's going to switch in, I think. Yeah, I went for Growth. Okay, I wasn't sure what he was going to do, but he switches into Entei because he thinks I'm going to go for Giga Drain. And he knows I'm going to switch into a cargo, so he uses the opportunity to set up a sunny day, and then he goes for Solar Beam that gets the crit. Just a little over half damage, so I go for a Rock Slide. Goes for another Solar Beam. I know I can take it as long as I don't get critted. So I go for another Rock Slide. And with my leftovers, I think I'm within range to be able to possibly survive. So I go for another Rock Slide, but he doesn't want to take the risk. So he switches into Seeking. I go into Sunflora because I know he's going to go for a Surf, but he knows that I'm predicting that, so he goes for a Substitute. So I'm hoping that Giga Drain allows you to recover HP in this gen like it does in other gens. So I go for Giga Drain and it misses. I don't know how Giga Drain misses, but apparently Giga Drain doesn't have 100% accuracy in this gen. Oh, yeah, the things that you don't remember or never knew to begin with about Gen 1 and Gen 2. So, um, so I go for Synthesis as he switches into Stantler. Now, Stantler starts setting up Curse. Stantler starts setting up Curse and setting up Curse again. Now, I just keep going for Giga Drain to hope to wear him down. Gonna hopefully wear him down, wear him down. Just gonna wear him down as he keeps doing that. I knew that return tag was gonna do a lot. Thankfully, Sunflora survives because, his frail defenses. I was surprised he survived, and I'm thankful that Sunflora survived. And then Sandler goes for rest, and I'm like, gosh darn it. So I switch into Pinsir, and what was my strategy in going into Pinsir? He continues to set up curse through his sleep talk. He had the chance of using another curse, and he did landed that chance, that 25% chance of it being another curse attack. Um, so well, uh, technically 75% chance. Well, no, 25% chance, or where is it? 50 technically. Because then that's out of 3 moves, so that's a 1 in 3. It's 25. That's a 33% chance to be exact. Anyway, so what was my? Yeah, so I go for submission, and I guess I forgot that his defense was up, so this was not a good strategy on my part. Definitely not the best strategy on my part. So I think I eventually go into Macargo, realizing that I need to change up my strategy here. And apparently rest lasts more than 2 turns or something in this gen. I thought rest lasted only 2 turns. Maybe in this gen it has the chance to last longer, but I think in Gen 3 onward it was a guaranteed 2 turn of sleep when you go for rest attack. So I started setting up Curse of my own, which makes his return not do very much at all, especially since Macargo's defense is very high. Uh, Survive with the skin of my teeth with that attack, so I go for a rest of my own as he continues to set up Curse. So he's 2 stages ahead of me, 2 stages higher in his attack than my attack is, but I still resist the only attack that he really has, which is Return. He doesn't really have any other attacks. He just has Curse, Sleep Talk, Rest, and Return. So it puts me in a good advantage here. So he's still 2 stages higher in his attack than I am. Now he's 3 stages higher. Oh, actually, no. Still 2 stages higher only. Wait, no. Still 3 stages higher in his attack. Okay, so his return is is powerful enough to do a quarter of my health. And my rock slide doesn't even do a quarter of his health, unfortunately. But I think I'm going to go for another curse here to get it closer to being evened up. So I have more rests in my arsenal too. Now it does under a quarter of my health, and I go for another rest and making this a stall fest, but hoping to cancel out his strategy, and I do. And what do I go for here? I go for Sleep Talk, and what happens when you Sleep Talk? I go for Curse again. Unfortunately, I do have to switch out, and puts my strategy of countering his strategy to rest, so that resets both of us in that way. So I go into Sunflora. Thankfully, I preserved Sunflora to be able to take in this Surf attack. And Sunflora takes one for the team. Thank you, Sunflora. Alright, going to Pinsir. He's now 1 up on me. I go for Double Edge. Does a decent amount of damage, but not too much recoil. Return does a little more than quarter of my health, I think. And then what do I go for here? I go for the hidden power bug. I believe it was bug, yeah. Okay, and I think he's going to start setting up again, or he's not. He just goes for a return, goes straight for an attack, straight on the offensive. And my mint berry wakes me up from my rest move that I made. And he goes for a return again, does more than quarter of my health. I go for hidden power bug again. Why didn't I go for submission? Okay, do I finally go for submission here? He goes for a return. I go for submission. Yes, and it's not enough. Oof. So he's about to be 3 up on me, or 2 up on me. Oh boy. He's now 2 up on me. I go for Alakazam. Alakazam is pretty powerful in Gen 1 and Gen 2. I go for Psychic to try to finish off Stantler, but he brings in his Umbreon. First appearance of Umbreon in this match. This Umbreon caused me many problems in the match, and he starts wailing at me with Hidden Power Darks. I go for Ancient Power, hoping for the multi-stat increase, but I just can't get it. And once again, I don't get the multi-stat increase. Tyranitar, versatile as he is, goes for Fire Blast. Tyranitar is a scary opponent in Gen 2. So he goes for Fire Blast again while I went for a rest. And I go for an Earthquake, which would be a 2-hit KO, but his Fire Blast is enough to take me out in 2 hits, so I don't get to get off my second Earthquake attack. I go into Alakazam. I go for Thunder Punch, and I get the paralysis, but no para hacks. So his crunch does a lot to me. Yeah, finish him off with Thunder Punch. Stantler comes in. I believe I go for Thunder Punch just in case it goes into Umbreon again. Okay, and Thunder Punch does a lot more in this gen than in other gens because, well, and in Gen 3 too, because Thunder Punch is still a special attack in this gen. So he goes into Umbreon next. I go into Macargo because I know that Alakazam won't last long against Umbreon. Then he brings in Seeking, but I bring back in Alakazam. Wait, so what did I do again? Power. So I guess we both switch at the same time. Yeah, for some reason I think that's what we did. Okay, so I go for Thunder Wave. Because I thought it would be a good idea to get some paralysis in there. And what did I do next? I think I went for Thunder Punch, and I get third paralysis of this match. Okay, I'm getting paralysis. Okay, Cargo comes back in, and then he goes into Entei. Okay, Entei sets up Sunny Day again. I am still asleep. Okay, and Entei goes for Solar Beam. Get me down more than quarter of my health. I wake up and go for sleep talk because I wasn't sure if I was going to wake up yet. So, what did I do next? I went for Rock Slide. So I'm pretty much trapped here. I don't want to switch into Alakazam. Although I probably should have because Surf would have only done half damage. Oh wait, I did. Okay, so he predicts my switch into Alakazam. Gotcha. So he predicts that. Yeah, because in the Sun, Surf would have only done half damage. So I think I go for Recover here. I think that's the first Recover of this match, I think. Unless I did before, I forgot. Now I go back into Macargo. And Umbreon goes for Mean Look. Thankfully, I switched into Macargo, otherwise I would have been trapped with Umbreon. I go for Rock Slide. So Umbreon gets the flinch hacks. So he's subject to para hacks and flinch hacks. So again, I get the flinch hacks, so I go for rock slide again, and then Umbreon goes for a baton pass to switch into Seeking. Not that he really needs baton pass; he has no stats set up to make baton pass even useful. But yeah, I have no sunny day anymore, so Surf would have done a number on Alakazam, so I decide to just let Seeking finish off my cargo. So it's just me and Alakazam against three Pokemon left on his team. I'm hoping that I get a Parahax on him, but no matter how many turns I last, I cannot get a Parahax on Seeking, unfortunately. But I keep going for a Recover in hopes to get a Parahax, but again, it just doesn't happen. And I keep doing it again and again. So I think eventually, in one or two more turns, I'm going to go for Thunder Punch. So I try for the Recover one more time, hoping for the Parahax one more time, but it just doesn't happen. So I think at this range, I could still pull off Thunder Punch. So this is where I decide to finally just do Thunder Punch, finish them off. Because I couldn't get that Parahax in to be able to come in at Umbreon at full HP like I had wanted to. But that's okay because I'm going to keep at this no matter what till the very end. So Hidden Power Dark. On comes the Hidden Power Dark. That's like really the only viable dark move in this gen. Or the most powerful dark move in this gen, except maybe Crunch, I think. But Umbreon can't learn Crunch. Because Umbreon doesn't have fangs like that, you know. But, and there is no Dark Pulse in this gen either. So I'm able to stay in against Umbreon using Recover. And I use Psychic against the Entei that he brings in. He uses Returned. It gets me down to a little under half of my HP. Okay. And then what do I do next? I go for Psychic again, hoping he stays in, but he doesn't stay in. So brings back in Umbreon. I go for Thunder Punch again. Finally, I get a Parahax. Makes up for the Parahaxes that I didn't get off of Seeking. So I keep going Thunder Punch, spamming Thunder Punch, and I had a lot of PP on this Thunder Punch. I think like 35, maybe 40. So keep going for Thunder Punch. Keep on going, baby. Keep on going. Hidden Power Dark. Thankfully, Alakazam has good special defenses. He's able to take in that super effective hit like that. And Umbreon has Moonlight, first Moonlight of this match, and it made me very insecure. I said, oh man, this match is over. He has a recovery move. Oh goodness. Thankfully, Hidden Power doesn't even do half of my HP. Not too much more than a quarter of my HP, really, because of Alakazam's awesome special defense. In this gen. You know, or in general, I think. I think his special defense was better in Gen 1. But anyway, you see how this is going. Thunder Punch, Recover, Hidden Power, blah, blah, blah. So I keep having to go for Recover. I probably could have taken one more Hidden Power if I had, but I figured it'd be better to keep going for Recover. So going for another Recover and 2 Paralyzed to move. So now I can start back at full HP and spamming some more Thunder Punches. And I think he's out of options. I'm surprised he ran out of Moonlights that quickly. So, let me see. I think he ran out of Hidden Powers. Yeah, he ran out of Hidden Powers and Moonlights. Let me check for a second. Let's go to Cerebi.net, because I actually remember to myself, I was wondering during this match, like, why didn't he go for more Moonlights? You know? And, let me see. We're gonna go to Cerebi, and because I forgot, I meant to look this up. Now I'm curious. on internet. Oh, it only had 5 moonlights. Okay. I have to use up all of his moonlights somehow, yeah. Okay. Let's see. And hidden power. Only 15 hidden powers. Yep, he used up all his hidden powers. And with Thunder Punch, now Alakazam. Bear with me, bear with me. Because this actually made for an awesome match. Um, Special defense was pretty high for this gen. Yeah, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Okay, so Thunder Punch has. Wait, what? I had 13? Well, I guess he was maxed out on PP too. Yeah, that's strange. It looked like it was only 15. Oh, I thought I used way more than that. Well, regardless, I have no idea what the heck that was all about, but that was interesting to say the least because I thought I used more than that. That's so weird. Anyway, so I keep going for Thunder Punch. I use whatever I have in my arsenal here. And all he can do left is go for Mean Look. And Thunder Punch again. Mean Look. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch. And it's funny, I think if you scroll up here, like, please don't drag this on, he says. Please, he says, um, let me see. Um, so I finally finished him off with Thunder Punch, but wait, I'm looking for where he said, "You lost, just accept it. Please don't drag this on." And I didn't even say anything in reply. I just kept going and going and going. So all he has left is Entei, and his Fire Blast is not going to do even halfway of my health. And this is where he says that because he realizes he just lost. Because I outlasted him in 95 turns. Amazing game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do watch the link so you can see it without all my blabbering. Stay strong, stay faithful. Have a great day.